these are the kind of losses that we're not supposed to have. This is the kind of exact thing, and I wrote it as fireable in The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. This is the same kind of a thing that got all the other coaches recently fired. You want to talk about Al Golding, you want to talk about Randy Shannon, you want to talk about Mark Richt being asked to step down, you want to talk about Manny Diaz, FIU. I mean, Miami's lost 3 of the last 4 against Conference USA. We've never, the other 2 were way back in the day, but like you figure, okay, cool. We didn't play them back in antiquity, but we're going to beat them today, right now, right? Wrong. Look, this is something's rotten in the state of Denmark. I mean, this is real bad, horrible. Like this is 6-6, 5-7 kind of a thing. This is, Tyler Van Dyke gets benched. Jake Garcia, so now we're back in the 2018, do we start N'Kosi Perry or do we continue with Malik Rozier kind of a thing? You're right back there, but you're running an offense that clearly doesn't fit with your previous quarterback who still holds the record for consecutive 300 yards and multiple touchdown games. So we know that he can throw the ball, but then you don't. It was bad. I'm just rambling at this point. I don't even know what else to say. It was terrible. Yeah. It was so bad. It was so bad.
It was so bad that I almost did one of those kind of historical context pieces. Like, how rare is this? Middle Tennessee beats a ranked team for the first time ever.
Woo! We get on that list again.
What's that?
So we get on that list on the business end again.
That's another one. And speaking of Manny Diaz, that puts this loss next to the only Power 5 team ever to get shut out in a bowl game list, which is the list of 1. And with Miami losing to Middle Tennessee, a list of 1, the only ranked team that they've ever defeated, although I highly questioned Miami being ranked going into it. I did not have Miami ranked just based on resume. That aside, they were ranked. And I went through Middle Tennessee's previous 10 seasons, and I thought, how many times do they beat a Power 5? And it was like 3-20.
Yeah.
And they were the Downs, Syracuse 3-9s. Those were the wins that they had out of that 3-20.
But now that's the team, or Miami is along that list, so it's like, oh, they beat Tennessee, or they beat, Syracuse a couple times and But yeah, I mean, when you beat a Power 5 team that's 2-10, 3-9, right? But then you beat a ranked at the time Miami team who, I mean, still, I don't even know still, but I mean, I think they are still favored to win the Coastal, who coming into the season should have been favored to win the Coastal, is incredibly way more talented, right? If you look all up and down the roster, Miami has guys that teams all across America want. You look at Middle Tennessee's roster, couldn't name a single person, not a single one from previous, and everything that we play, even though y'all been watching me way too long. Oh yeah, this kid's from here, or he in the recruiting and whether it's from Florida or not. Couldn't name you a single player on their team. Not a single one. And to be perfectly honest, it was, what did we lose by 14?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that was a 4-touchdown loss. At least 24, I think it should have been. I mean, that the 14-point scoreline is very generous in terms of favoring Miami, because the performance that we saw, Middle Tennessee should have won by, 3 touchdowns and a field goal, 4 touchdowns. It was nowhere near 14 points close. Nowhere near. And I mean, hey, look, if you take away Keyshawn Smith's touchdown return kick, you're right there at 21. And then, so that's, whoo, boy, it's bad. It's real bad. It's real bad.